Creators, as you know on this channel, I have a series that I call I've Got Questions. And I always start with the same question for everybody, but then we just go from there. Today I got my buddy Jeff here, one of my favorite creators, and we get to work together all the time because he's a huge supporter of Ecamm where I work. But Jeff, I always start with this question. What does being a creator mean to you today?
Wow, that's a deep one. I guess it's who I am because this is my job. It's the job that I love to do, and it's a hobby, but it's work. But and that's how I survive. But I guess it's who I am, and I say this when I speak at conferences that I believe we were created by the Creator to be creative. So it kind of feels like it's my DNA. Like if I wasn't getting paid for it, I'd have to figure out a way to create something, right? So I guess it's kind of all-consuming now, and I think you and I both kind of grew up with computers were starting to come up, and the internet came, and now it's like we get to do the stuff that we like played around with when we were kids, right? Like the VIC-20 and the Commodore 64. This was
unimaginable when we were kids, but we looked at it with such eyeballs like, oh my God, one day.
Yeah.
One day is now.
Yeah, like it's like like software with Ecamm and the stuff that they would take a studio truck or two studio trucks to park outside of a live event. Now we carry around in our pockets and we can sit down and do amazing things. And like, because I do the Friday show and I have a community that I've built that's across the world. I've got people from the UK watching, people watching on the replay. I mean, when else can we do this? I mean, everybody's saying, I know creating content is hard, but we're so blessed that we get to do this kind of stuff. It's so freaking cool.
And really nobody to control you. It's really funny that you said about multi-trucks. I used to do sound and truck.
Oh, yeah.
So like my background and all that stuff is I come from broadcast world.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my jobs was sound and truck. So I ran the last mixer board from whatever was the music hall or whatever to send the sound out to the satellite truck where they were going to broadcast it to local station, ESPN, wherever it was going. And so it's funny because you're right. Like the cables alone that we use from our mixer board back to the truck cost more than everything in this studio, and there's 5 studios in here, right?
Yeah.
With, top of the line gear. Like we're talking millions of dollars just in cables.
Right.
So I think when people say like, "Oh, well, this microphone is $300, that's expensive," and I kind of chuckle, I go, "Not even close, bro. Not even."
Do you remember? It was probably like you probably had a boss who you had to roll the cables just the right way, and there was like a whole half a day.
I do that to them. I made the whole Ecamm team learn how to roll cables.
Yeah.
I actually made a short video on YouTube, and that video is probably like about 30,000 people that have watched it.
Yeah.
They're like, you went too fast. Do it again. So I'm going to have to make another one nice and slow.
Right.
But I am that guy. I'm still about rolling cables.
Yeah.
Super funny. Okay, so it's funny that you said we're made by a creator because when I asked that Fulgens the same questions, Fulgens just came up with that answer himself too. He says, I just realized that we were made by a creator to be a creator.
Yeah,
so it's an easy one that's sort of right in your face, but if you don't think it through, right, it's easy to miss.
Yeah.
And I say, you're creating, like it or not. You're either creating trouble, or you're creating drama, or you're creating excuses, but we always create, like it or not. Some people, like Jill, created 4 kids. I don't know how she did it, but hey, that's all on you, buddy. Okay, so a lot of fear and doom around AI, and you and I both love AI. I know you're not going to be able to dispel people's fears, but where are you at with sort of the current state of AI right now?
So Nathan Barry had a great keynote this morning. We're at the KIT conference right now.
And stealing their studio, which is why we look cute today.
Yeah, that's great. It's some incredible studio. He was talking about how, not to be scared of it, but and this is, you and I have talked about this, it's a tool set that frees us up to be more creative, right? I don't think things are going to change. Like the jobs, yes, it's going to cut some jobs out. It's going to create some new ones. I always like to say, we used to go out and there's a blacksmith on every corner. There's, that was just the thing. They're not on every corner anymore. They're still blacksmiths. They're really good. Like we used to have a farrier come and, shoe our horse because that was a need and he would use his blacksmithing equipment. But things have changed and it's going to change. Like I don't think the way I edit content will be the same in 6 months.
6 months.
It's moving.
It's so close.
It's so fast. It's moving so. I've never seen anything move this fast. I mean, we talked about the rise of computers. When the internet came out, editing, and now it's just moving so quickly. So I think it's going to free me up, and it already has freed me up to do cooler, newer put out my content faster, edit it quicker, help me brainstorm ideas more. So it's going to be, everything is always changing. This just seems really, really fast because it is. But I think we, as creators, because we kind of started the conversation that way, that we have opportunity now to get our ideas out quicker, brainstorm with something that we've never had access to. I mean, AI has been around for a long time. We just haven't had it available to us in this form and fashion like we have right now. And it's just, right. And it's the worst it's ever going to be. Everybody says that, and that's true.
And you said something really cool, and I just want to reiterate that point. Hammers don't build houses, or hammers don't build knives. Blacksmiths do, right? You still got to take that hammer and fold it, slap it out till you get a knife. And it doesn't really matter about like all of the gear and whatever. The creator's still there. So the AI, in a sense, can't build its own stuff yet.
Right.
Yet. And if it does, I mean, sooner or later, you're going to still need people to do the connecting part. And you're really good at sort of knowing where you're going. Do you remember the moment where you knew you could be a creator? Like, what sparked it for you, or who, for that matter?
So I grew up, I mean, my parents always encouraged me to be creative. I loved television. I loved comedians. I didn't get into like theater and stuff until like high school. I was very shy when I was little, but I always liked creating things. I do a lot of woodworking. So there's that kind of, it's just that my dad had a wood shop that we'd go out and mess around and stuff. And so that's always been in my DNA. My dad, he was a pastor, but like when I used to love coming and walking home from school and going to his office, and he had one of those old school like desk calendars that had it was huge, and it had like the big blocks.
The white boxes, yeah.
But he would doodle, and I would just be fascinated and look at his doodles about, there'd be geometric shapes, there'd be cartoons, and he was very creative, and I would see that with Dad, and I'm like, so that, I think it was kind of passed down. But I actually, to get in to do it as a business, like I didn't know what I was going to do. Like I was doing multimedia stuff when it first rolled out. I was making CD-ROMs. I had the robot printer where we would print the things and all that stuff. And then it turned into, it just kind of grew from there. And it just kind of, I had kids, and I'm like, I need to actually, make some money with this.
All right, we're probably getting the hot signal to get out. We'll finish this at a later date because Jeff and I talk all the time. But how do they find you real quick?
Oh, Friday show is every Friday at 10 a.m. Central. You can find it at Creator News Live on YouTube or Social Media News Live on Facebook and all the other places.
You know what I say? I don't know who need to hear this, but if it was you, let us know in the comment section below. And right about now, the algorithm is going to show you another video I think you should watch. And I agree with him.
I need to know everything. Who and the what and the where. I need everything. Trust me, I hear what you're saying, but act like it's new what you're telling me. I'm curious, George. I hop in the Porsche, 5 and a horse. I'm ready for war. I'm coming for throats to turn to a ghost. I need to know everything. Now you be surprised at the info you get is by letting them talk, so I'm letting them talk. Gotta keep quiet.